So Annette has asked us, what happens if I use a couple of gel brands in my salon? Do I have to take the builder gel off each time? So she's talking about a returning client who now wants a different colour from a different brand. Are we going to use brand names? Like,
we can for the example. It'll make the storytelling easier.
Sure. So your client comes back with artistic colour gloss on, and now they've gone and picked a Luxor gel polish colour. So Annette's question is, does she have to take off the artistic colour gloss and the correction gel
and do a whole BRB from scratch just to be able to use a different brand's colour?
Sure. And our answer to that is no.
No, but.
No, there's lots of buts. Because when you're filing off the artistic colour gloss and you've got intact, fully cured correction gel underneath, there is no inhibition layer, which is uncured gel, and it's buffed. So you've got a fully cured, my brain's saying combustible, volatile product.
Volatile.
There we go. So you have like a stable product, and then you're putting despite it being a different brand, you're putting an unstable product onto a stable surface, and then it's curing, so you're not mixing two unstable things?
Yes. Mixing chemistry only happens if the chemistry is still happening.
Yeah.
So like with your BRBs, so if Annette is using Luxor hard gel builder and correction gel as a soft gel builder in her salon, whatever you have put on as your BRB, because you're going to be backfilling it, that's your BRB on that client. Like you can soak off the correction gel and change it to a Luxor hard gel if the correction gel's not working, but for no reason would you take that whole thing off to change colour. But you would backfill with the same brand.
Yeah.
To avoid service breakdown, because strength amounts differ, flexibility amounts differ, blah blah blah.
So don't go mixing your backfills, but you can mix an intact builder gel base when it's cured and cleansed and buffed with a different brand on top.
Yeah. Okay. And we could go into so much detail on this, because like I can imagine the question, why can I mix brands with gel polish on top of hard gel, but I can't mix brands in my backfill? So I just want to try and briefly answer that, because I feel like that question is out. Someone at home is being like, why?
Yeah.
So using Luxor hard gel and artistic correction gel as the examples.
You're saying Luxor hard gel.
That's what she specified. She uses Luxor hard gel builder.
Okay.
So if you're using Luxor hard gel builder on someone, and then you go to backfill it with correction gel, the correction gel as a backfill will not have the structure that correction gel needs to be strong on its own. It will be correction gel sitting on top of Luxor, and the Luxor was strong on its own, but now it's growing out. But the correction gel does not have the same strength as a hard gel builder, so you're asking correction gel to hold that Luxor extension or overlay on when it's only got that little bit of growth at the back to adhere to the natural nail. You're asking correction gel to do something it's not capable of doing. Like, correction gel to be strong enough needs to be that whole nail. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And now Luxor is half the nail and correction gel is half the nail. That doesn't work.
So neither of them are a good nail, because you've
got two half nails. Yeah.
Two halves don't make a whole.
Yeah. And so if you backfill Luxor with Luxor, you have something strong holding on that older part of the nail, and that will work. If you backfill correction gel with correction gel, that's also all the same strength and flexibility. That will work. But if you backfill Luxor hard gel with correction gel, it won't be strong enough to hold it in place. And if you backfilled correction gel with Luxor, the Luxor would be thin because correction gel was half the nail, and because it was so thin, it would shatter, because Luxor is supposed to be thicker, not half a nail. Hopefully that makes sense. It's kind of hard to explain, but so that's why you can backfill products, but you can't backfill them with a different brand. And then why can you put a different brand's gel polish on top is because that nail underneath is finished with a Luxor or correction gel or
any brand.
In any brand. We're just using the two Annette used in her question. That whole finished nail could walk out the door. It's finished.
Yeah.
You're just putting color on top. And there's a little bit of a gray area where when you're backfilling that finished nail, it has an inhibition layer. If you put a different brand on top, you've got volatile Luxor, for example, and then volatile color gloss on top. It might not make a difference, but it could. So we would recommend that you clean off the other brand's inhibition layer and buff that surface so that now you have a literally finished thing that could walk out the door, no issues. And then you're just painting it. And acrylates stick to acrylates. So the gel, the color gloss will stick to the Luxor. That's fine. There might be some variations very slightly between different brand combos where the gel polish doesn't last as nicely on whatever base you're mixing it with. But there's no safety concern because you've got a finished, stable product underneath and you've got another finished. The only possible issue would be the gel polish peeling off the product underneath, but
you can always buff with a 100 grit buffer
Yeah.
to really get it nice and rough.
Yeah.
Like, in reality, though, this isn't at you, Annette, because you're wonderful, but for however many brands you have, who has that many lamps set up on hand? Because if you are using complete systems, which is our permanent recommendation, who has that many lamps on hand?
Lots of people have two
lamps.
Yeah.
I used to have two.
Yeah, but so like
they were of the same brand.
Oh no, I know quite a few people that have, like, I know quite a few people that might have Luxor hard gel, not Annette specifically. Luxor hard gel is their main extension service, so they have a Luxor lamp, and then color gloss is their preferred gel polish, so they have an artistic lamp, and they have one on either side of their desk, and they do use them. I don't know of anyone personally. I don't know of anyone that has more than two, but I've come across people having two lamps often enough to believe it.
True. I mean, here's me asking that question when this morning I've just picked up an artistic cure box.
You have two lamps.
I'm not going to have them both on my desk at all times. To be honest, I was sort of imagining, like, because some salons will have like 8 brands because they just cherry pick and go, I like that colour, so I'm going to buy it. Those cherry pickers don't tend to buy complete systems and lamps.
Yeah.
So, okay, so I've
like I use 99% artistic. I have one product from a brand that has verified that they cure it in the artistic lamp, so I don't need their lamp specifically. But like, I do have a Tupperware collection of all the other brands that I've ever like tried or played with. If I chose to add them to my salon as a permanent service, I would buy their lamp. And
then that's not the end of the world to have one or two other lamps tucked somewhere.
Yeah, like I've got a computer keyboard down the side of my desk where clients can't see it, so I guess if I had somewhere like safe to put my lamp, I could put a spare lamp down there. Like how my desk is set up, there's a little shelf to the side of my desk. I could have one lamp on the table and then one lamp there, and then I knew the next client was coming and I would be like, oh, she's a ... So I'll swap lamps.
I think
two's manageable, more than two's
a lot.
Yeah.
I think I was just saying that because of all the things that can go wrong with mixing systems. If it's not the inhibition layer and if it's not service breakdown, then it's just having the product cure correctly in the first place. So if you are mixing systems, there's a way to mix, but how to mix it safely is to use the correct lamp if you can.
Yeah, so in Annette's scenario, she would backfill her Luxor hard gel using a Luxor lamp, and then she would apply the colour gloss curing it with an artistic lamp for safety.
Sure.
Yeah. But I do love and commend that we teach so strictly not to mix brands, and I love that people are taking it seriously and not doing it. Like Annette's question is based on her taking our advice seriously, and we're not saying that yes you can mix brands, because actually this whole time it was like a maybe thing. It's not a maybe thing, don't mix brands. But because we have the deeper chemistry knowledge, we know where the loopholes are.
Yeah, and it's still an investment. Like, Annette's still talking about having entire systems in her salon. Like, I don't do that, not because I don't love all the nail products out there, it's just because of the money, to be honest. It's a sheer investment. It takes an investment
and
to mix
systems
brands.
always work better with themselves. Like, yes, you can put Colour Gloss over Luxa Hard Gel base, but like Correction Gel, Colour Gloss has been tested to adhere well to Correction Gel and to Artistic Hard Gel and to Artistic Liquid and Powder. So like they're always going to work best together.
Yeah. I think it's a great question though, Annette, because some brands don't have their own builder gel, or gel polish is so much personal preference. More down to like the fashion and the colour and the application. I can definitely see the importance of loving your gel polish and loving your builder gel system. So I think that's a really valuable question.
Yeah.
Thank you, Annette.